Hey, welcome to the Word Writes podcast with me, Belinda Kroll. I write and illustrate cozy historical romantasy, and this is a podcast for readers who love gentle magic, Jane Austen banter, and all the swoons. Please enjoy these episodes in any order. I'm so glad you're here today. Welcome, everybody. We have a special day. It's our first guest. We have Monroe. I'm very excited.
Oh my gosh,
Monroe, would you
I'm
like to
more
introduce yourself?
excited than you. Yes. Yeah, so I've got to do an intro about myself and I can talk forever and then now I'm put on the spot here. Let's see. So, I'm Monroe Wildrose. I write romantic fantasy. I started back in COVID hit and I had a brand new baby and nothing to do because I was laid off work for 5 months, so I wrote a book and then found out that some people would like to read it. So then I've been writing books ever since. I write fairy tale-esque feeling, adventures, closed door romance, and lots of banter.
I'm kind of obsessed with all of the above, so
I know because you do
why
it
I
so
enjoy your
well, and that's
books.
why we get along.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was like looking for something good to read during the pandemic, right? During lockdown. I was like, I just need something that's going to make me feel good. And I saw Clementine's Parlor,
Yes.
and the cover was so cute.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And then I saw like the blurb had something about like a teapot, and I was like, all right, take my money. It's just like sold. So this month we are gonna play a little game, which is Kiss, Mary, Slap, a Austen hero. I have thoughts about mine. I wasn't sure, who wants to go first with their thoughts.
I want you to go first because I'm more excited to hear what you have to say.
Okay, you know what, most of the day thinking about this. Uh,
Perfect.
and I think I would kiss Colonel Brandon. He needs a kiss. I feel like
Poor
Colonel
man.
Brandon is,
He
you know what I
has
mean?
been
Like
through it.
he's this, yes, he's been through it. Like his first
Yeah.
love got all messed up by his family. And then Anne, you know, and then he's arriving across the country trying to get her mom. And anyway,
He went through it.
I
I
just feel like
agree.
he's the quiet, suffering dude.
Yes, yes, and he was so tender. So, yes,
Yes.
I'm in agreement with you on this. Kiss that man deserves it.
Yeah. I think, yeah, Colonel Brandon deserves a kiss. All right. Do we want to do marry or slap?
I'm always down for a little Regency violence, but let's do Mary and we'll save the best for last.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do marry first. Okay. So now you go first.
Oh, who I would marry?
Yeah. Who would you marry?
I'm gonna listen. I don't want to do one because I'm gonna be so basic. Darcy is my Mary every time. Every
There
time.
is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to
But
say
that's
it.
also because I also choose Darcy.
Oh. It's because 'cause we're the same, Belinda.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm honestly not so when I read through Jane Austen, even when I watch the movies, I'm a bad Jane Austen fan because I truly
Mm.
don't really, really enjoy anybody's romance, like, really except for Elizabeth and Darcy's. I don't know what it
I
is, but everybody else, I'm like, at times, I really am irritated with you.
Yeah. I was gonna say I that's actually completely fair, and I think Jane did that on purpose. Honestly.
She was
Um.
smart, so I believe it. I would believe it. So my Mary has to be Fitzwilliam Darcy every time. I'm a huge 2005 Pride and Prejudice lover. I know that's sacrilegious to say, but book Darcy as well is one of the only heroes that I don't get. I feel sometimes her heroes are like swayed a certain way, based on like their families. You know what I mean? Like she has a lot of heroes that are like, "Oh, well, I just didn't think you liked me enough and my aunt's grandmother told me I had to leave." And I'm like, "What the heck?" is that?" So that was a long-winded answer. Darcy is my Mary.
No, I loved it. Yeah, no, I loved it. So I picked Mr. Darcy is because I feel like Miss has a a closer day-to-day living style as mine,
Okay,
which is he's kind of a little socially awkward.
a little bit, yeah.
Um, I feel like he could actually be introvert. Have you heard of have you heard of this new classification?
Hmm.
Introvert or extrovert? It's introvert.
Is it like people used to say ambivert? Is it the same or is it different?
No, it's different. Okay, so
Okay,
because
tell
like
me.
because an ambivert is where like you're introvert part extrovert, right?
Right.
So an introvert is all about the energy of the people they're with. So
Okay.
like it's not about it's not about like, oh, because I'm in a crowd, I'm feel it's more like if I'm in a crowd and of my people, I'm super energetic. If I'm in
Okay.
a crowd of people that I can't connect with, I'm just checked out.
I'm just I'm
So it doesn't
losing
really matter
life.
the number of people. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay,
Like it doesn't
interesting.
matter what the number of people it is. It's just like what's what is the read on the room?
What are the vibes?
Yeah, what are the vibes? Yeah. And so I feel like Darcy struggles reading the vibes.
I think so
And
too.
that's
And
what
I
he's looking for. But like
I
he sees this partner, this like sparring partner, Elizabeth. I was listening to one of my favorite audiobook versions of it
okay.
with the lens of does Darcy act like he likes her the whole time?
Hmm. What did you find? What were your findings?
Yes, he does.
Yes. Okay,
He
well, first of
basically
all,
likes her from the get-go,
you gotta send
but
me
because
the audio you like the best, because
oh
now
yeah,
I need
okay.
to
Yeah.
reread it.
Oh my gosh. Like if I'm having a bad day or bad week, I just throw a chapter on and I'm like, oh God, everything's better. But yeah, because like Jane often describes him as responds smiling to Elizabeth, you know? So smiling and engaging with her, thinks he has a chance with her because but she no idea that like she heard this one comment Bingley like the first night that they saw each other. And it just cracks me up when I look at it from that perspective.
I love that, and I think he's like the original. I'm trying to think of something in fantasy that people do nowadays where he's like the original yearner. You know what I mean? Where the girl
Ooh,
is like,
yes.
when you read a fantasy novel and the girl's like, I don't know why he keeps staring at me. It's like he hates me. And you, as the reader, are like, no, that's not it. I
Try
don't think
again.
I don't think so. Darcy's like the original yearner.
Hmm.
It's like I don't if you've read Holly Black's Folk of the Air, the main character finds a letter that's written and it's just her name written over and over and over like very angrily. And she's like, "Wow, this guy hates my guts so much that he wrote this letter." And I'm like, "Oh, honey."
Oh, I have
Yes.
to pick,
So,
I haven't read that one.
oh, it's good. She's the Elizabeth Bennet who's like, man, this guy sucks and he just hates my stinking guts as much as I hate him. And then you, as a reader, are like, I can't wait for this to come around, you know? Hello?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I got kicked out again, Belinda. I'm like, no,
Oh, no.
I can't do it again.
For those of you listening,
You're being
for
very
those of you
attentive. Too
listening,
attentive. I got
we
nervous.
we did have some technical difficulties where my recording software decided to just eject Monroe. And it was in that moment where I said, like, okay, who wants to go first for Kiss, Mary, Slap? and it went silent. And I thought, gosh, we're all really shy right now. And
We are
then,
not, neither of us are stepping up to the plate.
yeah, exactly. And then a couple seconds later, I realized like, oh no, actually, technology just is against us.
It always is.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. That one sounds really good.
Yes, it's excellent, and
All right,
I love a he falls first yearning man and a little bit of an FMC who's oblivious to his affection.
because that's all I write.
I know. I was just gonna say, wait a minute. I think Tessa is way not to get into the weeds here. Hold on. But we'll get into the weeds a little bit as long as it's fine with you. I think Tessa is much more like that
Oh yeah.
because I think, listen, I'm gonna throw down some assumptions
Hmm.
about your characters because I feel like they're my friends.
Good, go for it.
So I think that Mary is so much in a way more observant than Tessa is
Mm,
because Tessa's like observing other stuff she has going on. She doesn't have time to observe people's behaviors.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And so she's like, I can't believe this guy is just using me. I'm like, Tessa, darling, please. You're so smart.
I know, right? I think those are my favorite. So good at these other things.
She's so talented.
Mhm.
And in the beginning of that book, I'm like, I'm a Mary Stan till the day I die, Belinda. I love Mary. And I'm reading Tessa and I'm like, I don't care what you do. You don't have my heart. Mary has my heart. And Tessa is like, I'm here and I'm doing my job and no one's going to tell me I can't do my job. And then her and Jasper and the way, listen, I'm so sorry. You might have to just cut this out of
Oh,
the podcast because
absolutely
I'm going
not.
off. But uh, the way that you made me, okay, in the first book, I didn't dislike
Okay, yeah.
Jasper at all. But I was like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you're such a weirdo. Like, you just show up, you're like, I wanted to be with you, and then I left, and I'm so sorry. And I'm like, why are you here now, though? You're just getting in the way of this relationship. And so then he stays, and I'm just so like indifferent to
Hmm.
him. And then slowly over the second book, I'm in love with him. And I'm like, how did I go from being like, Jasper, please get out of here. Please, dude, you're killing the vibes. Like the original cock blocker, please, Jasper, please. To me being absolutely like besotted with him
You know,
as Tessa's like, I don't know, he's just using me and then he's running away. And I'm like, Tessa, he loves you. Please listen to me.
hmm hmm
Anyway,
yeah,
I'm obsessed with your books, Belinda. And
because
I love all of your characters. They're so just I don't even want to say like relatable because I don't really relate to
mm,
them, but they feel so real to me as if they were
mm,
people and I love them. And I'm just like, and they're not perfect characters. They're just so good. Anyway, so just read Belinda Kroll's books. They're so
you
good.
know, because they are real people in my head. And
Yes, and I can tell that. And I think you can always tell that with an author. When an author thinks their characters are real people, they appear to be real people when you read
it's
them.
and I think, because it's like characters take on attributes of people experienced or, you know,
People you love, absolutely.
and but then like my heroines are always a slice of me.
Mm,
And
love that.
because you know what I mean? So like my first book, one of my friends read it and she was like, "Oh my God, I was reading time." And I was like, "Well, yeah, she came out of my head." And she was like, "No, no, no. Like I felt like I was standing you more because I read
Aw.
and got
Oh
to see
my
how Mary
gosh.
thought." And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And
I
then
love it.
thing happened with book two, where it
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is Belinda.
Interesting. And I wonder because they're written like some time apart, right, Belinda?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty incredible too is seeing as you grow what like how you grow as a person and then putting the different version of you into the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was wild. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it, but I was compelled.
Listen,
So,
if you ever have a problem being compelled, just call me and I will take in you. I'll be like, I'll find you. This is
you're gonna Liam Neeson me?
I'm gonna Liam Neeson you if you ever think of not completing anything.
All right, heard and understood.
Yes, yes. Take that. Take that for what it is.
All right, that was a fun detour.
Yeah.
You know, because of how you felt about Jasper in the beginning, and I felt like
Yes.
he was kind of for you. So, a segue for which hero would you slap?
Oh, there's so many. Um, because like I said, Darcy's the only one that I don't get frustrated with. I'm gonna go with the one that's the most recent slap for me, and I hope that that's valid. And
It's your opinion.
it's Persuasion. What's that guy's name?
Oh, Captain
Wimp.
Wentworth?
Oh my gosh, Belinda. If I could slap him a million times, I would.
Tell me more.
Reading it, I don't really remember liking it that much, but I'm an adult now, so maybe I'll appreciate it. I didn't appreciate it more than I did before. I want to slap Anne and Wentworth and everybody else in the entire book. And I think it's because he is so. I mean, she's the worst too. What can I say that hasn't already been said? They're just so awkward with each other, if that makes sense. You know, because
Hmm.
they had that like they were in love and then they had that falling out and then they're like around
Hmm.
each other, so there's that forced proximity, but both of them
Hmm.
are like dipping their toe in the water of talking to each other again. And they're like, I can't be in the same room because it's just too painful. And I would slap him immediately.
That's so interesting that you say that. Of course, by the time I read Persuasion, I had read like three biographies on Jane Austen. So it was a
Okay.
little unfair, right? Because I knew going into it, it was the last book she wrote before she died.
Oh, I didn't
And
know that.
so it does have this very like autumnal, like um s- a season is setting in a life and there are
Yes.
choices that need to be made.
Yeah.
Um, so in that way, I found it a very poetic story. I personally think that Captain Wentworth and Anne are very insecure, and that's why they
Thank you.
act the way that they do. That they
It's
are just,
so
you
odd to
know,
me. And I yeah, I don't I think that my of course my first love is Pride and Prejudice and then I like Sense and Sensibility. I think
mhm,
mostly just because I love a sibling dynamic in a book, like a well-written sibling dynamic and Persuasion, and I'll find something I love about this, and I hated Jane Austen, I love you. Second book. I'm like I like Anne's character for me. I'll slap her too. I know I already said that, but I'd slap her again. Is just her. I think maybe it is that me and Anne are so different, and she grows to be not so this way, but someone's like, you know what you should do? You should do this. And she's like, okay, I'll do that. And I know that's the premise of the book, but that just rubs me the wrong way.
yeah, I think she does it a number of times until she learns her lesson,
Right.
which that being very frustrating.
It's a long road.
It is definitely one of the more difficult reads, sure. Even though it's like one of the shorter books, it is a more difficult read.
Dude, when that young girl falls,
even though it's like shorter, it is a more difficult read.
Dude, when that young girl falls down because she's like jumping off a boulder or whatever, first of all,
Oh,
I
Louisa,
I
yeah.
don't care if that girl lives or dies. I'm like, go ahead, you dummy. Okay? But that was the point where I'm like, do I want to continue this book? Because I am slogging through this, not because the writing is not gorgeous and eloquent
Right.
as
Hmm.
always,
Yep.
but these characters are driving me up a wall. And the guy's like, oh, I didn't see you. We're going to jump off the rock. And Anne is like, oh, this is terrible. Anyway, I think maybe I just slap persuasion, is what I've come to realize during the course of this conversation.
Just the book itself, every
The whole book,
character, the cover. Just-
the cover, any adaptations that have been done. Florence Pugh did an amazing job in the audiobook, in the whatever abridged audiobook, but slap that too.
I was gonna say I've almost forgot. Like, who was my slap? Edmund Bertram from Mansfield Park,
Oh my gosh. Valid. I support you.
right? Yeah. So there was someone from my newsletter had responded to the survey, right, that
Mm,
I had of like the same thing of Kiss Mary Slap.
yeah.
And there was a particular comment where I was like, yes, that so funny. And I'm looking it up because I should have done this before. Bless his
He
heart.
was her slap. He was her slap.
Yes,
Okay.
this was the person's slap. And it's
Okay.
because bless his heart, this man 42 signs from the universe before he realizes what he knew since chapter two. I don't have that kind of patience.
Oh, so true. She's not wrong.
She's 100% right.
Oh.
Um, I don't have that kind of patience for being emotionally oblivious. There was another one that also made me crack up. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it again. Edmund just deserves to be slapped, though. He'd probably like it.
Oh my gosh. It's probably I can't fault her for that either, so
Right? It's like he wants to be pushed around.
he does. He's a bottom for sure. For sure. So a slap wouldn't even really help him, I don't think.
Yeah, right? Well, I mean, it might help him, but get the point across.
It would just further his terribleness.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. Okay, so we know persuasion.
Yes.
Like, who else would you like to share about?
I would slap everyone,
Oh my goodness.
probably, but I'm easily irritated. I will tell my biggest one, my top one. We'll start with that, okay? I'm not even gonna go to Anne because I've just spent so much time talking about persuasion. So we're gonna skip over her. Emma, if Emma has no haters left in the world, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I don't even like her when she gets better. Emma, I don't like book Emma. I think she's the worst. She's so whiny and she's so nosy and I know it's the point of the book, but she's so like, "Oh, all these poor Pavel peasants, and I, Emma, shall save them." And I can't. I think slap is too light.
So you would.
I might like it. I would go traditional play of this game. I would go unalive. I'd go full unalive. The
KO.
hatred that burns in my heart for Emma. This is Mortal Kombat, and I could take her out. I know I could do it.
My God, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Do
I
I
don't.
have that strong of an emotion for any of Jane Austen's heroines? Like,
My
uh,
emotions are all strong, Belinda.
you know, think I would slap Catherine Morland from Northanger
Oh,
Abbey
okay.
because that girl, it would be today like reading one of those books by Hoover
Okay.
and then going like traveling with a friend's family and then just assuming that every character in that book was like based off of every member of the family that you're traveling with
It's so
for
true.
like no
And
reason.
just out of delusion, pure delusion.
Yeah, because you're just a bored teenager.
Because you're bored. Yeah, absolutely. I was just
And
gonna say, just because you're bored.
like, yeah, which, and again, like, context, Northanger Abbey is meant to be a satire for all the other Gothic romances, which does make it a lot more palatable once
Right.
you know that. But the first time I read it, it was a DNF for me. And I was so ashamed because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna
Oh,
DNF a Jane Austen book.
we hide that in the closet. That's not something we put on Goodreads.
Yeah, yeah. But I went
Yeah,
back.
when
I
I
went
read
back and
Persuasion,
read
I don't think I rated it. I'm like, I can't do this to Jane. I
it.
respect her too much. I actually feel relieved of the burden of my emotions toward these characters.
It was a therapy session.
Like, I've been holding it in for too long, and this was exactly the outlet I needed to just let it go.
So I do have a couple more questions.
Great, keep me as long as you like.
Start with an easy one. When it comes to romantic hero, what kind of
Okay.
character always works?
Okay, romantic heroes.
Huh?
So,
Like, do you have like and then do you have like an anti-type?
probably, yeah. I find that I'm really drawn to the kind of, my friend calls it low fat degradation. Okay, now let me explain myself.
Mm.
So I like in fiction a man that is a little bit mean. Not, I wouldn't go as far to say as like I don't like a bully romance, but
Uh-huh.
a man that's a little bit salty and a little bit like a little mean, a little bit mean. A dark-haired man with a crooked nose that's a little bit mean. That's my bread and butter right there, Belinda.
Like grumpy or like actually a little mean?
No, a little mean.
Okay.
I
I said a
not
little
even
mean.
not
What do
even
we what come on, Belinda, keep up.
like I think because I feel like Darcy. I feel like Darcy, I feel that being a little mean, a little kind of a little ribbing is flirtatious to me. So,
Mhm.
and it's also how I show affection. So, like with people that I love the most, I will tease mercilessly. Probably about things that are a little too far out of comfort teasing. So when I in fiction read a man who is who toes the line between a little grumpy and a little mean. It's right, it's a sweet spot for me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just really exposed myself here, but I feel safe. So
I doubt that monster romance, mafia romance, like if opportunity in real life, people that probably would go for it, and I'm sure there's a percentage of that's just a
that's
fantasy.
not
That's
what
not
we're
supposed to
doing
happen.
here in the real life. Because we keep it
It's
on the
good
page.
because it's a
That's
fantasy.
where we're keeping it. Yes, and I
Yeah.
totally, yes, I think my husband is a golden retriever, and so but usually in fiction I'm drawn to that
Mm,
little that just slight like I also love it, this plays into it. I love a man who will call a female main character out on something like righteously. Like speaking of Jane Austen, when Knightley says to Emma, bad form or poor form or whatever he says.
badly done.
Badly
Badly
done.
done.
Badly
Badly
done.
done.
I'm like swooning over here for that man. And I love a man who will say, "Hey, like," and I think that I really liked I not to bring this back, but that's what I loved about Hartwell is that Mary was like he called Mary out a few times. And I'm like, "Sir, I'm more in love with you today than I was yesterday."
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love that. Antithesis? Let's see. I don't know if this really answers the question, but anytime there's like brothers involved in like a romantic triangle of any sort, it doesn't
Mm-mm.
matter for me if they're ticking off, one of them is ticking off all my boxes. I do not like if there's brothers that are competing for the affection of one woman, that just it shuts me completely down.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I actually recently read a book that I thought that's what it was going to be, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But then it turned out that no, she was engaged to one brother. He like left her at the altar,
Oh no.
made his younger brother tell her
Oh my gosh, what?
that he left her at the altar. And then like 6 years later, they get assigned to like the same gig. And so they all have to pretend like they don't know each other.
Oh my gosh, how horrible.
But the younger brother, no, right? But then this woman's amazing.
Oh, okay. I think I could do that. I think I
So
could do
that, yeah,
yeah. Because it's not
it
like
felt different. It
active
wasn't,
competition.
it was like older brother messed up. They never should have been together in the first place because they see each other for what they really were.
Mm,
But then it's like all the silliness and sense and challenge
yes.
that she needed.
I love that. Okay, so that I could do. It's just I think in for a little while, especially in YA, because that's what I gravitate toward. There was a big
Mm.
movement of like brother on brother competition, and the brothers being like, you have to choose. I'm not a big fan of a love triangle to begin with, but a brother love triangle is really, it makes me almost as angry as Emma does.
Or persuasion.
Okay, that's hard to say. The anger for both is equal, I feel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. All right. All right. The difference is
Doesn't
inconsequential.
need to be doesn't need to be aired.
I will always fall for the hero who takes care
Oh. Like a
of the
hurt
heroine.
comfort situation. Hurt comfort or just like takes care
Yes.
of in the like general sense.
A little bit of both, but definitely like, and I think you've seen this evident in my books too, of like if someone sort of like
Yes,
attacks the
okay.
heroine emotionally, the hero
Oh
like
my
jumps
gosh,
in
Jasper does that to
and
Tessa
either
when she is not
redirects
feeling
or
well.
like,
Something happens. What happens to her? They're like
uh-huh.
sitting so closely together, and he just
Um,
is so
mhm,
tenderly like making sure she's okay. Oh, Belinda, my
mhm.
heart.
Yeah. And then, and there's different flavors of doing that, But I think that that whole sort of like, I
Mm,
see you. I see you're trying to be strong and everyone else
okay.
thinks you're strong. But I
I see that you need assistance.
can
Yeah.
to back you
You
up.
also need to be
Yeah. It's not like you can't do
yeah.
it yourself. It's just someone to
Yeah,
like
it's like
be
that
in your corner.
it's almost when you see it in books, it's like, you're taking care of everyone else, but who's taking care of you, right?
Yes.
Love that. That,
Yep.
that does it for you every
Absolutely.
time.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, and so then
Every
what's
time.
on the flip side?
Every time.
What do you hate?
Any form of
Mm.
control, uncomfortable obedience. Like I was reading The Viscount Who Loved Me
Oh,
from
okay. Yes,
Bridgerton.
yes,
I love the TV version,
yes.
Anthony and Kate, describing
Mm.
his affection for Kate. He said he has so much passion for her, he wants to
That
hurt her. Like he just wants to like shake
that's
her.
concerning,
And I'm just like, what is
and
this?
I don't think that
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
um
So I'm like,
isolated to that one book in that series either, because I've heard that of
no,
other
it's not.
books
It's
where
not.
they're like, I was so angry that I had to walk away before I smashed her skull, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm talking about
Yes.
a meme.
Yes.
That's
Well,
what I'm talking
and
about.
it was a different time.
Yeah,
It was a
it
different
was a
time. It was
different,
a
it
time
was
in
a
romance.
different time. Not too long ago, but long ago enough.
I'm just saying. Yeah, long ago enough. Because like now, I feel like now like Julia Quinn would have had to
Absolutely.
pick,
Yes.
right? Are her heroes going to be
Yeah.
aggressive and a little mean, and therefore more in like the grumpy sunshine and or
Dark
mafia or
romance,
like
right?
dark romance, or is she Regency
Right,
romance?
with very romantic, then on the flip side, tender men, right? She was she was dipping her toes in both.
Yes. And yes, we didn't have really a lot of those nuances are thanks to indie authors kind of carving out their own niches of the things they want to throw together. I mean, how like my whimsical, absurd, historical fantasy romances that are meant to be kind of cozy, like how do you categorize
I don't
that?
know. I don't know how you categorize them. I like the heck out of them. I don't. I'm
And
like,
yeah, I don't know how to categorize
just
it. I
read
just,
it.
I
Just
just
read
try
it.
something new every year.
You'll like it. I This
Who
is
needs
great.
labels
You don't
anyway?
it's when you were on that panel for me for the Ink Escape, I can't remember if it was Olivia Atwater or if it was
No.
Kimberly Lemming who said, I never considered my books to be fantasy, and then I just kind of got put into this subgenre. So I can't remember which one of them said it, but they were basically saying like they didn't set out to write cozy fantasy. It was just that they wrote it and then it got put into the cozy fantasy, category.
Yeah, definitely the vibe. I mean,
I read
yes,
books
the
for vibes
vibes.
alone. I'll tell you that for free.
Well, I'm definitely a vibe reader. Absolutely. I mean, everything. Like, oh, I don't feel like doing the dishes. Yeah, that's not the
You
vibe
know
right
what?
now.
No, I'm not gonna do them.
You know, dishes, the children have
They can
spoons.
eat.
Everything's fine.
Yes, as it turns out now that you've given me that definition.
Sure, you could like run yourself ragged trying to be a perfect parent and
Oh,
not refilling your own
no.
cup, everything like that. But um, after trying to do that for a long time, it was very much backfiring in my face. It
It's
was
just like
kind of
it's like
like,
a hamster wheel. The faster you run, the better you
if the
are.
dishes have to sit for an extra day so that I can read this evening because I have one
Right.
hour to read, then not only will I feel better the next day, but I will also feel better doing the dishes because I had a little
Right.
bit of
I think
time for
I
myself.
agree. I think you don't build up
So,
that what I call mother resentment, right? If you choose to take a little time for yourself, then the next day you're not
yeah.
like, oh my,
Oh,
it's so grumpy, right?
yes.
Your grumpiness is sated a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we're getting close to time. So, Monroe, where can
You can
people find
find
you?
me anywhere. So I am on TikTok and Instagram mostly, and I think my handles are the same. It is at author Monroe A Wildrose on both of those places. And my website is authormonroewildrose.com, and that'll take you to all the fun things. I'm on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, and I also thrift a lot. So if you are out in the world thrifting, you may see me there. I know
Have
it's
a
it's
good
hard to
thrifting.
beat.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for doing this.
Oh, I had the
I hope you
best
did
time. Thank you
too.
so much for having me on.
It links in the show notes. And, thanks
Oh my
again.
gosh,
This
Belinda,
was a lot of
literally
fun.
anytime. I will come on as a guinea pig anytime you want. I'll talk about anything you like.
That's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and would like a little more between monthly releases, join my newsletter or become a free member on Patreon. And if you'd like to support my work directly, you can buy my books and merch straight from me at wordarella.com, or you can visit your local library or shop all the major retailers. However, you're listening and whenever you're listening, I'm glad you decided to spend the time with me. I'll see you in the next episode.